Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So today we're going to test out Big Daddy Goku right here. This is the newest Dual Dokkan Fest. You know, this is the first character. We have this Goku. This is the first base form Goku with a Dokkan event, right? Like, am I missing somebody? This is the first base form Goku Dokkan event. I'm going to double check that, but I believe it is. Let's just go ahead and Dokkan Awaken him. You guys know the way I like to do these 55% videos. It's just my first time using the character, right? I have a formula for kind of like the World Tour. We do 55% videos. This is Link Level 1, no equips, first time using the character. Then I'll do the Rainbow video, typically about halfway done. Then I'll finish them and we'll go through all the, you know, individual stages, get a good look at the characters in a lot of different situations. Now, this Goku, I think even at 55%, this guy could be one of the best units in the game, I think, probably. But it's like, just like at Rainbow, there's just a lot of RNG that's going to be a huge factor in this Goku for how good he's actually going to perform, right? There's just so many things that are out of your control for how impressive this Goku is going to look, right? So I guess let's just level him up right here. I'll build a team. We'll hop into an event. We'll test him out. I do want to make sure to get his standby in the video. That's going to be very brutal. I've heard that the way Goku's standby works here is actually quite bad. Apparently, it activates on Goku's 6th turn. So, the condition that we could do for Goku here, this is when HP is 59% or less, starting from the 6th turn from the start of turn. Not from the start of battle. So Goku, it has to be Goku's 6th turn. So you really want this guy to be turn 1, slot 1, right? It's not like, you know, like Goku's is written the same way LR Golden Frieza's damage reduction is written, right? Golden Frieza's damage reduction begins going down once he first shows up. Goku's counter to be able to use a standby starts when Goku first shows up. So it's even, you are never gonna, the standby is gonna be so hard to get. It's a really tough condition. Goku's 6th turn under 59% HP. I think Goku becomes the best unit in the game after he or another character revives. So we're definitely going to have to make sure to be rocking other revived characters on the team. We'll probably use Tech Carnival Goku. We'll use the 8th anniversary GT, Vegeta, and Goku. Because it's like, the thing is, this guy doesn't need to revive himself. Like you don't. I would advise people not to tunnel vision on his. Oh my god, I have to get his standby. You don't. You don't. You just need a character to revive, right? So that's all we're gonna really aim for. Let me build him a team. We'll go hop into a tough Red Zone fight. Maybe like Red Zone Cell, a Red Zone Gammas. You know, in Final Form Cooler. One of those types of fights. And we'll test out how good Goku is.
そろそろ全開でいくかな。言っとくがおめえなんかに天下は取らせねえからな。
Alright guys, so we are here in an event. Our boy Goku, of course, does have a delicious, beautiful, and fantastic intro. Intros were such a good addition to this game. The voice acting and just having more of that really brings a lot to the game. Okay. So, alright, we're not off to a great start here. I did jump into one of the longer Red Zone fights. Frieza and Cell, I think, are great fights for, like, showcases for characters because they could last very long. Now, this Goku, I think that this Goku is one of the best units in the game, but the way he's structured, right, it's going to be very difficult, I think, to always take advantage of how good exactly he is, right? There's just a lot of, like, things being left to chance, right? Like, Goku has guaranteed guard with his intro for the first turn. Well, look at this turn, all right? Okay, cool, we had guaranteed guard. Well, it doesn't do anything for us, right? Now, Goku, the thing is, I don't even know, like, we might kill Frieza before he even attacks, which means we're not going to get a chance to build up Goku. Goku builds up 10% attack and defense with each attack received. Goku also builds up 20% defense whenever guard is activated. Just as a, you know, editor's note, translator's note right here, a dodge would activate that provided he's guarding, right? After the first turn, he has a high chance to guard. If your guard is procced and you dodge an attack, it will still count as guard being activated, so you still get that 20% defense there. That will come into play in future videos. I promise you that. Now, Goku's Link set here, we have what? All in the Family, World Tournament Champion, Saiyan Lineage, Infighter. I really need to memorize which one is which. So the first one, I believe, is Incredible Adventure. The second, Guidance of the Dragon Balls. And the final one is Fierce Battle. Incredible Adventure and Guidance of the Dragon Balls are, of course, the Dragon Ball Saga links. People ask why these characters aren't on Dragon Ball Saga. It's because, okay, so JP Dokkan was stupid in that they decided, we'll make the Boyhood Saga category. And then Global Dokkan was stupid because they decided, rather than calling it the Boyhood Saga category, we'll call it Dragon Ball Saga. Which then makes it confusing, because the end of Dragon Ball, right, the 23rd World Tournament, we now have a dual Dokkan Fest, and none of these characters are on that category, which is, you know, very frustrating for a lot of people, I'm sure. Alright, enough blabbering. I'm not going to go crazy with Kid Goku. I would prefer if we don't immediately exterminate this Frieza right here, but we'll see how it goes, right? So, remember Goku's super attack effect? He gets 50% attack for 1 turn, immense damage, lowers enemy attack. Goku needs to get hit a lot to build up, right? I plan on going full dodge for this guy. I know a lot of people will go, oh my god, he has to build up, right? But there's just so many things with build up. A lot of it is out of your control, and he is still building up defense when guarding anyway, right? Which I really will be able to take advantage. He'll build up defense when dodging with guarding, right? Which is something I'm going to take advantage of. Now, Goku also gets an additional that has a great chance of being a super for 4 turns when guard is activated. So now, right, Goku, not a fan of how our rotations played out, I guess. Yeah, so that other Goku my Goku started out in slot 7, huh? All right, we'll handle this. Yajirobe support is going to kick in right here. So the friend Goku, right, is now going to have an additional with a great chance to super for 4 turns, so that's good. He builds up that defense as well. But a lot of this character really is going to become how well, or like how lucky are we going to get with how many attacks are aimed at him, and how lucky are we going to get, is his guard going to proc? These are going to sort of be the main things that we're going to need to be looking out for when it comes to this Goku. I think this Goku Rainbowed, Link level 10, right, his guard is proccing. This guy's going to be an explosive, ridiculously powerful character, but oftentimes maybe not so much. Now, one other thing, too, to keep in mind is that Goku gets 2 ki and 101% attack and defense for the first 5 turns. It's an intro buff, right? Now, he also gives himself 3 ki at the start of turn, along with the extra 150% attack and defense. That's just his normal start of turn buff. So this is a TUR character that will literally never struggle for ki. Ever. Like, pretty much ever, right? I guess super deep into the fight, maybe. He does have Saiyan Lineage, which is pretty good. Unfortunately, he doesn't have Prepared for Battle. I guess that's a little bit of an unfortunate part right there. All right, so we'll use my Goku. My Goku's a showcase unit. That's 7 orbs right there. Damn, but we're probably not really gonna... No, I could do this. That's gonna give us 7. Perfect. Let's hit that. Because the friend Goku at the end, he might take some damage. I like the Goku sprite, by the way. It looks pretty good. He's at 464. Okay, let's see how this looks. My Goku at the start is guarding. The Goku at the end has a 50% chance to guard. All right, so this is good. We're building up our stats. 3.3. Because guard activated, this guy has an additional. He has an additional he could kick out. I'm looking at this character. I do think that with the way he's designed, I think they could have let him get 30% defense on super attack effects. I don't think that would have made him too OP, or it would have unbalanced the game or anything like that. I think they could have done that. That would have, I think, made this Goku a little bit more explosive. Because, again, it's like, I feel like people, you have to understand how scary high chance to guard is, right? Now, Goku gets guaranteed guard, and a guaranteed additional super, and a huge buff to stats. The friend Goku was guarding. Nice, okay. And when does Goku get all those buffs? It's when either he revives or another ally revives. So that is pretty good, right? With the 8th anniversary GT Goku and Vegeta, who I think are the best unit in the game, they can revive pretty easy. So can Tech Carnival Goku. So I do think it's probably not the smartest to sort of anticipate using the standby with Goku, unfortunately. I just foresee so many issues with Goku getting his standby off, right? It's just going to be very finicky. Now, right now, Goku, if his guard activates, because he has a 50% chance to guard, on the turn you use his standby, it will still be active. Now, Global did put info in the news that that's a bug and it's going to be fixed. I imagine it's not going to affect Dokkan Fest Ginyu and LR Goku and Piccolo, the physical one, because they get a similar ability through active skills, whereas this Goku does it with a standby. But if you guys know, when you do the Makanken Sampo with the LR physical Goku and Piccolo, if your guard is still active, Piccolo's guarding on that turn, right? With Ginyu, he's super effective against all types, and he could stay super effective against all types the first turn he transforms into Goku Ginyu. That's the same sort of effect that they're talking about with Goku, where he uses a standby, and then he would have that guard up, right? Now, that could make him a little bit more difficult to die in his standby mode, but I don't think... Oh, I gotta give him the sticker. I'm a silly Billy, aren't I? But I don't think it's the biggest deal, because this guy is going to be a wet toilet paper anyway. This guy is not really tanking hits. I don't think guard even with this guy guarding, oh damn, we can never die. Like, he's still dying, right? Like, even if he's guarding. So I don't know it's that big of a deal. I mean, they're gonna fix it, sure. Let's just hope that doesn't affect the characters that have a similar ability with active skills, right? Again, if they're gonna fix it with standbys, the game does count standbys and active skills different, so those probably wouldn't be changed, but let's hope so. Wow, okay. I mean, look at this Goku. This 55%. He's 527. I mean, you do want to keep in mind that buff, right? Like that huge buff, that first 5 turns. We have a lot of characters in the game now, though, that have these intro buffs. It's such a common thing. This is why I do think long, difficult content is a really good idea right now, because we have so many characters with these busted intro buffs for the first couple of turns. I do think we could sort of, balance things a little bit better if, there's also a super long event. All right, let's hope he's guarding, dude. His defense is 500, which is pretty decent, but yeah, okay. I mean, listen, this Goku, I think this guy's balanced good, because remember, when we revive with him, or a character revives, I think he becomes the best unit in the game. I feel like it's like, if you have eyes, you could tell he's the best unit in the game. Because Rainbow Link level 10 Goku, after someone revives, has 1,000,000 defense with guaranteed guard, and he's quad supering. Like, it's like, dude, like, yeah, that's number one. But you do have to get there. And it's like, that high chance, like, this is what people are going to scream and cry that I'm going to give this character full dodge, but what just happened is going to be a very frequent occurrence with this character. It is. So I think full dodge is I think it's obviously the go-to with this Goku. You need to protect him. Okay. So, oh my god, we're actually going to get it. Damn. I'm really pleased with that. Okay, so this is the friend Goku. We had him turn 1, right? So we're able to use his standby on turn 6. Whew! I was actually a little bit nervous about getting this standby right here, because it's very tough. I was worried, like, oh boy, this 55% showcase video is going to take me like 3 hours to record trying to get this. But we're going to get this pretty easily. So we could do several things here. We could do GT Goku and Vegeta's, and get their ability. Tech Carnival Goku, I guess the thing is bringing him is a little scary, though. It's easy for Tech Carnival Goku to potentially revive. But, like, dude, look at this. Like, after this, we're going to revive with Goku, and then Carnival Goku gets put in a very tough spot. I probably, in, like, a lot of the World Tour and stuff like that, I'm not going to be using Tech LR Carnival Goku, because it's like, we might revive with either the 8th anniversary character, or maybe we do get the standby for one of the 23rd World Tournament Gokus. But then Carnival Goku's a sitting duck, right? The 8th anniversary GT Goku and Vegeta, they are this Goku's best friend. Because this is the character that's probably they're most likely to revive. And their revive is very easy to do. They either have to get hit 4 times, or it's, what is it, under 50? Let me just double check. I think it's under 50% HP. Yeah. Either get hit 4 times or under 50% HP. They can do it turn 1, right? There is no turn restriction on. Theirs is significantly better than Goku. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop this standby. Now, I mean, we're now 3 months where JP has had standbys. We still don't have a standby skip. I am praying that they add a standby skip, because it's like, you know, the first 50 times you watch the animation, sure, but eventually it's going to be nice to have some standby skips. But let's go and play this. We'll swap into Goku. Now, remember, Goku essentially... Let's just play the animation, and we'll talk about it. Okay, so now Goku has revived for us, right? So Goku is unable to attack. Oh, okay. Well, this is going to be very good for us. Goku is unable to attack in his sort of revive ability, right? Or he's unable to attack in this. He's giving all allies 3 key 59% attack, which is certainly very decent. Earthbred Fighter category allies get an extra 50% defense, not including him. And World Tournament category allies get an extra 50% defense, not including him as well. He gives us a Scouter, and then he does Revive if anyone is KO'd, and then he gets 590% attack on his finishing attack. Now, his Headbutt, his finisher attack, is really going to be very not that good. I don't think his... the thing is, this character... His standby is cool, he's got the support and stuff like that, but I would really advise people to not really take this too much into account, because unlike, GT, Goku, and Vegeta, where, they drop the Universal Spirit Bomb and they're one-shotting, the toughest bosses in the game, I don't think this Headbutt is really going to hit that hard. I don't, it's like, he's not stacking attack, he's got none of that, right? It's just, this is why I do think this guy is designed well, because it's like, I would be probably way harsher on this character. If he himself had to revive, it would be so bad. But the fact that they let it be any character reviving really helps you out. Especially on a team like this, where we have 2 of the Goku. That's Tech LR Carnival Goku's problem, right? If you run his team, the second LR Carnival Goku is a lot of times a sitting duck. He could be an exposed little fish out there and get blown away. Right, because this guy loses guard once your HP is low. But this Goku, they fixed that issue for this Goku, which is really awesome. So, all right, we're gonna get immediately KO'd right here. That's fine. Let's just go ahead and get the finisher up. Now, this is gonna be huge for us in that now both Gokus take a significant increase in power. They're both gonna be way better now. Alright, so we did 5 million right there. Now, one thing I noticed was that he crit right there. So the friend Goku has crit equips on. Or, well, I guess, 55% he does have the free 5 crit as a tech character. Okay, so now, though, things get a little bit... Oh my god, yeah, look at this rotation. Look at him. So, okay. Even at 55%, this Goku at 50... look at this. He's guaranteed guarding. He has 883k defense. He has his super, a guaranteed additional super. Another additional has a 70% chance to be a super. Once you revive, and you could do it with any revived character, it's over. It's done. This guy is blowing everything away. Now, one other thing I should mention, again, for the 5 millionth time, this character does not need to revive to be the best character in the game. This unit does not. They do not need to revive to be the best character in the game. They just aren't slot 1. That's all, right? Which I think is fine with how ridiculous they are. So it's like you can run this character, and if you're able to get Goku's revive or some other character's revive, this character's not hurt if they don't get the revive. So that's the thing that is really good about Goku and this 8th anniversary unit character, is neither of them need the revive, right? Goku needs someone to get it, but he himself doesn't have to get it. The GT unit, if they get it, that helps Goku, but they don't need to get it to be great. So it's like these designs have paid off in a major way. Okay, so we'll probably put Goku in slot 1. We're going to lose out on All in the Family, so our defense will go down a little bit. But, I mean, this is a pretty decent screenshot, right? This is a 55% character, right? Now, keep in mind, remember what I said? I've said this leading up to this guy coming out the last couple of days. This guy is a slot machine, right? Someone's going to say this guy's the best character in the game. Next person's going to say this guy sucks. The next person's going to say I effortlessly win every time. Next person says this guy gets me killed every time. And they're all right. Everyone is right about this character. Because it's just, there's so many different factors with how his guard is going to work, if you revive easy, right, if his additionals are proccing, if the enemies are aiming attacks at him so he can get fully built up. Remember, everyone is going to be correct about this character, and that's why I think he is masterclass design. I love what they did with this character. He's going to be frustrating when he doesn't guard and we die, but I like what I like what they did with him. I really do. I think this guy is great. Yes, nice, and we get that. And it still gives us the buff. Lovely. So Goku does also have a high chance to nullify Ki Blast super attacks as well. Oh, that means my Goku 2 turns ago, he just didn't activate his 50% chance to nullify. Wow, dude, this showcase became very easy, right? Like, awesome. We got all that good stuff. So now, now we're just chilling. Like we're just gonna effortlessly, and we're chilling. How many supers has the 8th anniversary LR gotten? Oof. Let's hope they give us a lot. Well, this Frieza is not one of the toughest bosses in the game or something like that. But I mean, now at this point, like, it's basically done, right? Like, both Gokus are guaranteed guarding now. They're sitting in slot 1, and Frieza's done, dude. You know, we have the 8th anniversary LR. They're going to build up. I guess the one concern for us would be Tech Carnival Goku could easily get killed and caught for us. Again, remember, Goku at minimum is doing 3, right? Because, you know, he gets his additional from guard, he gets the guaranteed super from reviving. Yeah, this is a 55% character, man. I like him a lot. I think this guy's great. Really good. It's incredibly difficult. I'm going to need to do a full world tour, really think about it, use this guy a lot before I could just, you know, plant my fist down and say, he's the best TUR, or he's the second best TUR. Like, you know, I'm going to need some time. I got to use this guy. I got to get a good feel for how often he gets me killed, how often he's going to be decent. The fact that, give us some additional supers, boys. Okay, good. This is at least their 3rd super, right? Have they supered leading up to this? Because remember, they need to do 5 supers to build up their damage reduction. I mean, type disadvantage, they could potentially get cooked if they haven't supered. I haven't kept track in my head how many super attacks they've done. Right. All right, there's Yajirobe as well. Yajirobe will heal us at the end of turn also, which is going to be very helpful, so that Tech Carnival Goku does not get cooked. Yeah, things looking pretty good. I mean, this turn, nice and easy, 730k defense right there. Like, this is what Goku does. Goku's pretty good. I like him. I think he's a very strong character. This feels like kind of like a major celebration type character to me, right? And he's looking pretty good. The only thing is, remember, 10 attacks received is a lot to be able to fully build up. People are going to see that and they get scared off of trying dodge on a character like this, but it's like the difference between dodging a super when you're not guarding wins you a fight, whereas like you're not typically going to lose because you dodge like 2 normals that would have given you an extra 20% defense when he gets one-shotted if his guard isn't up anyway, right? Like I do feel like people a lot of times look at things kind of incorrectly, right? They just think, oh my god, I have to min-max every hit received. No. This guy probably is going to be at a level where a lot of times he's tanking normals. It depends on if, like, your intro buff is up, if he's revived and stuff like that, of course. But normals are not the problem for many top-tier characters. It's super attacks, right? So it's like, as long as he's just not getting hit with a super attack when his guard is not on, like, this guy is going to be very explosive, very strong, very good. Okay, nice little turn right here. So, yeah, dude, 800k. Look how crazy this is. We really should, I guess, not... Oh, damn, I mean, we could get all those links activated. The problem... This is a good problem to have, though. You know, Goku will look better if he's in the middle slot right here, but we need him slot 1 against this full power Frieza. Pat the Power Kid Goku and the 8th anniversary unit. These are like slot 2 characters, right? Now, this is another reason I love this Goku. Look at that. Look at that key. Look at the key. Look at the key. Look at the key. Look at the key. That, dude, that matters so much. It really does. Yeah, that's very good. All right, we'll do this. Let's give the boy this right here. We get Pat the Power Kid Goku gets his 7 orbs for us right there. Bam. Gives us the extra damage reduction and the crit chance. And then remember that the 8th anniversary LRs, if they're in slot 2 and 3, they've got like one of the strongest key mechanics in the game as well. This Goku is going to be a joy to run. This could do some... Does this do damage to us? I don't even know. Maybe a little. Yeah, it did. I mean, Full Power Frieza is a very... He hits very hard. Full Power Frieza at the end right here. That's a fit, but this is a 55% Goku though. That's 55%. I mean, when he's Rainbow Max Lynx, you know, like he's cutting that down. Yeah, Goku is very explosive. I feel like this first run, I'm really happy. Like, I feel like a lot of the things I wanted to show and talk about, we got to see in this first run. Right? Like, we saw him get obliterated by Third Form Frieza. We saw him get his Ki Blast nullification. Look at the piece of shit. Dude, look at this guy. Look at it. He's still going, by the way. It's 55%. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just doing 80 supers, right? Just putting up 50 of these. Oh, another thing I didn't talk about. He is super effective against all types, against one enemy. So because of that, I don't think crit is really the way to go with this character. I mean, honestly, yeah, it just feels like dodge, dude. Because this guy doesn't really eat off of additionals that much. I mean, he's going to do a lot of extra damage, of course, if you're additionally. But, like, this guy is such a shoo-in for dodge for me. I'm just going through his kit and stuff like that. Piccolo is way more up for debate. I think you go additional on Piccolo, you go crit on Piccolo, you go dodge on Piccolo. Anything works well for Piccolo. Goku, to me, is just a crystal clear full dodge character candidate. Yeah, we've kind of gone over everything. He's really good. I like this. Very strong design for Goku. Not, really any of the bullshit. I mean, I think Kale is fine. Super 17, not so much. But I thought Kale's design is fine. They just didn't give Kale help, right? That's her problem. But yeah, pretty clean first run. We were able to sort of show everything about Goku just in one initial run. Right? And it's like, look, this is what he's looking like every turn after he revives, right? Like, he's like a slightly weaker defensively. Well, no, okay, after Goku revives, he's just better Vegeta and Trunks, right? That's what he is. Because in my head, I'm thinking, oh, well, Vegeta and Trunks get higher defense in this, but it's like, well, I'm an idiot. Yeah, he's 55%, right? Like, once he's Rainbow Max Lynx, Goku, after reviving, is stronger Vegeta and Trunks. That's what he is. And that's why he's the best unit in the game. That's why he's the best unit in the game after he revives. Right? Because he hits way harder than Vegeta and Trunks. He's going to do more attacks than Vegeta and Trunks. They could get to a point where they could tank better than him. But I feel like this guy's going to be tanking better than Vegeta and Trunks after reviving a lot of times, too. That's what Goku is post-revive. Or post-A character reviving. Is stronger, better Vegeta and Trunks. But, we do have to go through, some hoops to get there. Now, this is a very strong rotation. Of course, we got Goat Jirobe. Remember, Goat Jirobe, a lot of these turns with Goku, we have been having Goat Jirobe multiple turns support active. I guess that's important to mention, right? But, I mean, still, Yajirobe is good, right? It's not like Yajirobe is, like, you want to run him against the toughest bosses. He does help. And, yeah, Goku doing 7 million at 55%, and he can do 4 of those. And you see he's super effective against all types. Very good character, man. I like him. Like him a lot. Yeah, to me, this feels like great design. I feel like, he can get to a point where he's like the strongest character in the game, but he is balanced. It's balanced well. He's doing a lot. He has a lot of different mechanics working around here. Really, really good character. Again, I'm very happy with what I'm seeing. I like this. I like this a lot. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of times where I'm gonna die because he's not guarding, but it's like there is a high risk, high reward with this character for sure. Alright guys, this is Showdown for the world's strongest Goku. His leader skill is Earthbred Fighters or Powerful Comeback, category key 3 and 1, 70% of stats. So Goku has a ridiculous leader skill. Powerful Comeback allows him to get all revived characters in the game on there. You could try LR Metal Cooler, right? You could run LR Metal Cooler and Piccolo Jr., right, on Goku's team. That's very effective. And if Metal Cooler revives, well, guess what? Goku's at full power. So like, yeah, and Earthbred Fighters is such a great category. So Goku's looking really good, right? Like, strong leader skill. And then the additional 30% is for Battle of Fate characters and World Tournament category characters. World Tournament's obviously not the greatest, but all 4 new World Tournament characters, Tien, Krillin, Piccolo Jr., and Goku, are all top tier, so that's really good. So Goku's passive here. So he'll activate his intro, once upon first entry. Then, as part of the intro, he guards all attacks for 1 turn, right? Then he gets 2 ki and 101% attack and defense for 5 turns, which is very good, right? Like, right now, all the toughest fights in the game, Sin, Cellmax, like that guard and intro buff will be very good for those types of fights. Then Goku gets 3 ki and 150% attack and defense at the start of turn. Then Goku builds up 10% attack and defense with each attack received, up to a max of 100%. Now, again, I do want to try and frame it as in dodge is definitely the best option, but I want to, be like, there's also this alternative. But this is what scares people away from giving dodge to characters like these, when I feel like his performance is going to be better against the toughest bosses in the game, where it really matters, if he's got the full dodge. Regardless of this ability where he needs to get hit, it's very minuscule buffs to 10%, every single time. He's still going to get hit by normals, but what you're doing is you're giving yourself a better ability to survive the biggest boss's attacks, which is the point, is to win, not to look flashy, right? Then Goku gets super effective against all types when facing only 1 enemy. Really strong ability. I think that this means crit is just not as valuable on this guy. Because it's like, there will be fights where there's multiple enemies or something like that, sure, but a majority of the really tough fights are just against 1 enemy. So this allows you to focus on, again, dodge or additional, right? If you don't want to go dodge, I would probably say additional for this character. Then Goku has a high chance to nullify Ki Blast supers directed at him. I think that's really good. It's awesome to just tack these on characters. I love nullification because it'll help in events where dodge is canceled. I mentioned this when I was doing the Goku and Piccolo Jr. Dokkan events earlier, but remember, a lot of the Dokkan events have interesting gimmicks too, but they're just so weak that it doesn't really stick in people's mind. Dokkan Fest Hit cancels dodge, right? Like, there's a bunch of fights that have stuff like that, so characters having abilities like this will matter. Now, Dokkan Fest Hit, of course, doesn't do Ki Blast supers, but you guys get my point, right? It's nice for Goku to have this. Then Goku also has a high chance to guard, just at the start of turn. So after the first turn, it's a 50% chance from the guard. Just to clarify again, I like to point this out. The difference between like 50% chance to dodge and 50% chance to guard is that dodge will proc per hit. So you could eat a normal, super attack, you dodge it, and then eat a normal, right? Whereas the guard either procs or it doesn't at the start of turn. So it's like, if you don't have it, it's just, you don't have it, super, you don't have it, right? Like, but if it procs, you have it for every hit. What Dokkan should do is they really should give us a way to see if some of these, percentage-based passive abilities are active. Like, a character like this Goku would be significantly better if, the turn starts and we could look at him and say, oh, look, he's not guarding, so we need to plan accordingly. They would improve the game a lot if they just gave you, because right now you don't know. Is he guarding? Well, we're just going to have to, prayer hands and hope that he's guarding, right? So I think that would be a really nice update they could give us. They could just make a guard symbol. Like, that would be easy. Just give us a guard symbol on these characters that are guarding. And, oh, look, he's guarding. We know, oh, there's super attack, bam. We're good, right? Then, when guard is activated, Goku gets an additional that has a great chance of being a super. That's a 70% chance of being a super. And then Goku gets an additional 20% defense whenever guard is activated, up to a max of 100%. Again, I would like to clarify to people, if you dodge, those 2 abilities will proc. Provided Goku is guarding, which is a coin flip anyway, and then you dodge, it will still activate that additional super, and it will still build up that 20% defense when guard is activated if you dodge. LR Great Vegeta has the same thing, and so does Int Janemba, right? It's the same thing, where dodging will still activate those abilities, right? Which is good. And then, finally, this is where Goku becomes... I do think Goku is the best character in the game after he revives. Because, again, he's just way stronger Vegeta and Trunks after he revives. He gets 150% attack and defense, a guaranteed additional super, and guaranteed guard after he revives or an ally revives. So it's like one, then he's guaranteed guarding, typically 1,000,000 defense, and he could quad super, right? Like, do you guys need me to go on? Like, you get it, right? Like, why he's number 1 at that point. It's so crazy. His super attack effect, he greatly raises attack for 1 turn, does immense damage to the enemy, and then lowers enemy attack. If I had one criticism or something for this character I would change, I do think him getting 30% defense on super attack effect would be fair. I mean, yeah, he would be incapable of taking damage after supering, but that's the one thing I would add to this character. I think, like, what they're going for with his high chance to guard and stuff like that, I see it. It's just the only thing I would ask for is that they give us a way to know if he's guarding, right? That's the main thing. But I do love the design of this. I think this guy's like masterclass design. I really think so. Right? It's balanced while being OP, if that makes sense. So yeah, he greatly raises attack for 1 turn, immense damage, lowers enemy attack. His Link set, All in the Family, World Tournament Champion, Saiyan Lineage, Infighter, Incredible Adventure, got into the Dragon Balls in Fierce Battle. If anything, I mean, it certainly would be nice if, like, he didn't have World Tournament Champion, he had, like, Prepare for Battle instead, but, it is what it is. 12 key multiplier is typical 150%. And then Goku, of course, right? We have a lot of good categories that this boy is on. So Goku, of course, is on the Earth-bred fighter category up top right here. Very nice, very nice. Goku is also on Powerful Comeback as well. So remember, all revived characters are on this category. So Goku leading the category helps him out a lot. So that's really good. Goku is also down here on the Battle of Fate category team. Very, very impressively strong team. And this, of course, is one of the, 30%, leader skill buffs he's getting for his leader skill there. Then Goku is also in the World Tournament category. World Tournament has been the worst category in the game pretty much since inception. And now that might change. I'm going to have to, really look. There's no way World Tournament is the worst category in the game anymore. Because you have Goku, Piccolo Jr., Krillin, Tien, and LR Jackie Chun. That's 5 top-tier characters. World Tournament is not even in the running for worst team anymore. I mean, obviously, it would be nice if you had more options. But, I mean, World Tournament's actually one of the best teams in the game, probably, right? So, we'll see. I'm gonna have to do some research. And that's a nice video to do. What is now the best category, or what is now the worst category in the game? Because for the first time since categories were introduced, World Tournament is good. This is literally the first time since categories were a thing in this game that World Tournament is a good category. It's so crazy. Then Goku, ooh, nice. Goku is on the low-class warrior team. That nice buff for this team right there. Very good. Because, yeah, very dumbass bullshit. Okay. Because I was going to say AGL LR Carnival Goku is not on low-class warrior. But, I mean, he does have Super Saiyan in his card and stuff like that. So I guess I get it, right? It's just, I think all Gokus up until... I mean, I guess you could say, after Goku dies, you could say maybe he shouldn't be on low-class warrior anymore and trades with King Kai and stuff like that. But I think that's garbage, because the entire point of his fight with Vegeta is, Vegeta's, chosen elite, and Goku's just a trash, who just has built himself up to this level, right? He's a low-class warrior against the chosen elite Vegeta, right? So it never made sense to me that, those Gokus that, why is LR STR Kaioken Goku not on low-class warrior? I think it's stupid, right? Because thematically, that's the whole point of Goku versus Vegeta, right? But whatever. I certainly, once Goku goes Super Saiyan, him not being on low-class warrior anymore, yeah, obviously, we get that, right? And that's why LR Carnival Goku's not on it. So Goku is also on the Pure Saiyan team. That's exactly what Pure Saiyan need, another dominant buff, of course. Then Goku is also over here on the Goku family category team. Another dominant addition to that team. Very good. Then Goku is also over here on the Turtle School category team. Goku, you probably still could use him here. Remember, the leader for this team is AGL Carnival Goku. But you could run all 3, and it certainly could be effective. the fact that all 3 can be slot 1 characters makes that much more plausible, right? Goku is then on, what is this? This is Bond of Friendship right here. Yep, Goku's on the Bond of Friendship category team. Then Goku right here is on the Bond of Parent and Child category team. Oh, yes, that means he's on LR Vegeta and Trunks is 200%. That's very good. Then Goku is on the Full Power category team. Beautiful. Yeah, look at Full Power. Orange Piccolo, Beast Gohan, Carnival Goku, Kale, and now this Goku. Pretty good. Really nice additions added to that. Then Goku is also on the Kamehameha team. Another nice addition to the Kamehameha team. I'm waiting for a 200% leader that has Kamehameha in the leader. No, we don't have one, right? There isn't one. No 200% leader has Kamehameha in their 170% leader skill. AGL LR Gohan, has Kamehameha 180%, which is pretty good, but still, no Kamehameha in any 200% leader is definitely very weird. So there is just base Goku, right? Now remember, Goku, he has his standby, so standbys are introduced into global. Now standby skills are essentially, they're just active skills, right? Although I think they are counted differently in the game's code and blah, 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 blah. So you could use Goku's standby when HP is 59% or less, starting from the 6th turn from the start of turn once only. So unfortunately, it's not the 6th turn from the start of battle, but the 6th turn from when Goku first shows up. So, if Goku's on turn 1, you could do it on turn 6. If you get Goku in the 2nd turn, you could do it on turn 7. If Goku is in slot 7, you could do it on turn 8. That's tough. It's brutal. But again, Goku does not need this standby to be good. He does not need it. He doesn't need it. So once he goes into a standby mode, Goku is unable to attack, so he does not have a super attack. His passive changes, and his links, of course, do not change. So Goku, again, now is unable to attack, except when the finish effect is activated. Goku gives all allies 3 ki and 59% attack. Goku gives Earthbred Fighters, category allies, 50% defense, excluding himself. Then he also gives World Tournament category allies 50% defense, excluding himself. He gives you a Scouter, which is good, so you could, aim whichever character in front of the super attack, that you want to die. And then he does Revive with 59% HP recovered when the character or another ally attacking in the same turn is KO'd. And then, then his finisher attack will proc, right, with the Revive. And he gets 590% attack when the finish effect is activated. The thing is, this guy just in every single way is worse than the 8th anniversary GT Goku and Vegeta, right? Like pretty much, he has a lot of similarities, but they're just better in nearly every way, right? Vegeta can attack. When Vegeta revives, you get full health. The GT Goku and Vegeta are stacking attack, leading up to the Universal Spirit Bomb, so it hits way harder. Vegeta's support is better. I guess, to be fair, Vegeta does not have a Scouter, but it's just if you package it all together, the 8th anniversary LR, of course, is just better, right? Then Goku has his finishing skill, which is the Flying Technique attack. Yeah, because this is the first time Goku ever flies, is when he does this move. So this is activated when the character's Revive is activated once only. Counters with super intense power against the enemy who KO'd the character or an ally attacking in the same turn. And then that is it, right? Once you then would revive with his standby, then, you go back to the normal Goku and he has the huge stats buff. So there is Goku. I think he's a tremendous character. I apologize, but I do feel like it is a little too early for me to accurately say where I want this guy to go. I see so many people, like, info comes out and they're like, all right, here's the tier list, or like, one look at the character, here's a tier list. I feel like it's a little bit more nuanced than that, especially with this guy who has, again, as I would say it, so many moving parts. There's so many things, like, he has coin flips everywhere. So I just want to get a good, kind of like indication of how good he can be. A lot of the top TURs right now do have, a lot of sort of coin flip type stuff. God Goku does. Kale does, because Kale has no help, right? So, like, there is a lot of that right now at the top. So, let me know what you guys think of Goku. Oh my god, you know what we have to do? I am such a silly Billy. let's give him the sticker. I should have done this at the start of the video, but, you know, unfortunately, I'm not perfect. I wish I could be perfect, but I am not, unfortunately. Alas, I am a silly Billy who makes a lot of mistakes. So here's Goku with his sticker. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't really look too good, right? And then in his standby mode, here's a sticker as well. Yeah, Piccolo Jr. has a much better sticker. So let me know what you guys think of this Goku. Definitely one of the best units in the game. These are characters, Piccolo Jr. and this Goku, who really needed this and deserve this. I'm very happy. I love the designs and the characters. I think Dokkan, it's just like, Dokkan is just like killing it right now. Like, this celebration so far is just so good. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch y'all next time.